Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Today I'm going to be putting together a little video showing you a folio flip booklet thing that came about from my hashtag Little Joys of Wednesday DT video a few weeks back now, where I made some lovely grungy ephemera using Little Joys of Bougeot's kit that was all about gentlemen and gentlemen's clothing, images, things like that. So I found some Tim Holtz cardstock that I had been hoarding because I only have one of each. So I've decided to use that and make this folio flip. I've got the cover and everything kind of like it's all pinned together, and it sort of like flips out here with pockets here, flips out there. It's quite a it was a feat of engineering for me to try and put it together, so it's been put together off camera so that I worked out what goes where, so it's just a case of me gluing it all together. I've even gone ahead and prepped a couple of the pages, and I've covered these envelopes ready so that they will tuck in and flip out on these pages. Basically I'm going to be doing this video, but I'm not going to be talking through the video, so I'm going to speed up the actual making of it. I'm such a slow crafter, so I thought if I sped up my making process, then you'll be able to see a whole video just on this, and then I'll come back at the end and I'll just talk you through a little flip through. So yeah, let's get into making. Oh, before I speed the film up, I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in and watching, and thank you for all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Okay, let's get crafting. Hi everyone, so I'm finished this folio, so I just thought what I'd do is I'll give you a flip through with me just sort of talking about bits and bobs that I've done. I haven't done all of it on film. You've seen quite a chunk of it sped up, and there are bits that you won't have seen in that sped up bit of video, so I thought I'd take you through the finished folio flip. I've decorated the front cover, and I've put this just some tie thread. It's the kind of tie that you'd probably use maybe at the back of a waistcoat or something like that a gentleman would have. So it's just attached with a little eyelet there and into there. So on the front cover we've got a little stamped material there, and there's a little key. Just decorated up this front piece of Tim Holtz paper. We've got one of the hats from the kit, Little Joys of Bujo's kit that I'm using. In fact, you've seen the kit in my hashtag Little Joys of Wednesday DT a couple of weeks ago, and this, because I've used so much of her kit, this is actually going to be a DT project for her. So there's a few other elements that I've used aside from her kit, but her kit's the predominant throughout. We've got some old vintage cigar strips there and some stamps that I've added. Then there's this topper of a champagne bottle that's been crushed and old looking, so I've stuck that on there. So this just flips open here, and then you've got the images from the kit. This is background paper that I had from card making kit. I've decorated up just a little tag, I put that on there because I've put a staple in there, so you can now write on that nicely. It's just a lovely little ticket at the bottom there. So he tucks in there. This flips open. We've got a page spread here. It's just check. Yeah, I am still in camera. With it flipping out in so many ways, I wanted to make sure I was still in camera. So this flips open here, and we have a little tag that I've made with a couple of the little vintage film strips that you get in the kit, and that just tucks into the envelope there. Then you've got a pocket here using one of the elements from the kit. I've just got some graph paper, some vintage cigar strip and a ticket, and then I've made this with a embossed piece of card at the back and some of the elements from the kit, as well as these labels, all the labels and that I've used throughout the kit, like this one here, and you've got one here. They're all from Tracy Fox. I love her labels. This is actually removable. You can take the little ticket out, so you could put something else in there. I just wanted that hand to be a bit interactive, and it's just plain on the back, so you could write on it if you wanted to, but this isn't really a writing journal. This is like you put all little knickknacks and things like that in there. So this gentleman in the kit, I've just put some of this gauze material behind it, and then it's a big pocket. I made this using elements of the kit and some of Tracy's labels, and then this actually moves the hand. Oh, I can't move it. It does move on here, so that's just a little bit of fun interaction. So that just fits in the pocket there, and we can close that back up. Then on this side we've got a pocket here with these images that I've used there, and I just like that hangs over like so. I've just decorated it up. You've got a pocket here that you can have. That flips open, and there's a pocket in here that I've decorated up, and then this that I've made, and I just thought that went really nicely with the roulette wheel there. And then this page I've just put a sticker on, but you get this in the kit and it's collaged, and I didn't want to do anything else with that. So this piece of vintage ephemera I've just stenciled on the back of. So that flips back over. This then opens this way. And this is another one of the background pages that you get in the kit. And this one's got a real travel theme to it. You've got a bit of a map there, and it's when it was founded. And I kind of imagine that this was the gentleman back in the day that went and conquered all these countries. And this guy that I've decorated up as well, he's got lovely blue themes to him, so he's travelling. This little pocket here, this little guy, I kind of think that's his great grandfather, and then his grandfather was in the Air Force, and I've just decorated that one. This was one of the ones that I did a while back, but it just went perfectly in here, so that just tucks nicely in there. And then we flip over. We've got another big tall pocket here, and then this little pocket with this guy in there. I just thought that was quite fun. And then that flips out, and we've got a little tag I've made there, like a little sample card with a button that went with this the Book of Men's Fashion little image there. And then we have this page. This is another little interaction one, and I've put some vintage, not vintage photo, what's it called? Glossy accents over it, and then purposefully cracked it so that it looks old. And then this page has just got these to adorn it. This is another, the back of the other side that you get in the kit, and I've just made that into a little pocket, and he just tucks in there nicely. And then this one just tucks in there nicely. I just thought it looked nice with the hand, can kind of like hold him in there, so that flips back there. This side is one of those top hats that you get in the kit with another one of those cigars. And then this element you get in the kit, I've just decorated it up with some labels, put a little clip on there, and these are like fabric swatches and samples that you could have your jackets made out of, so that just tucks in there. And then this whole thing flips over, and yeah, still in camera. Then you've got this page here that's been decorated up with one of the kits, and it's just got some old letters and ledgers. I've made them vintagey. I've roughed the edges up, I've inked them, scrumpled them up. This one's really scrumpled up, and I've made it to look quite vintagey. And then that's a little book note, and I just thought those three went nicely in this little pocket. And then on here, that flips up, and then you've got another bank deposit note there. You could write on there, or you could stick a couple of stamps on, and that just holds it there. This is an altered paper clip, and this actually clips this flip down so that when you turn it over it doesn't flop about. And I've just used two of the images, front and back, so that can now flip open. And we've got the other side of the Tim Holtz paper here with this. They looked as though they were would enjoy that, or even make the Fentimans Victorian lemonade. And then this was the pocket that I made in the hashtag Wednesday project with the little top hat that goes in it. I just thought that the colours went really nicely with this page. Oops, let's just tuck that hat back down in there. Lovely, there we go. So that flips there. I will put this back on here to keep it closed. So when you flip out like this, it's on here. You've got a pocket in here, but you can easily take that off if you want to put something else in there. That's another one of the cabinet cards in the kit that I've used. I just thought it looks quite funky with the eyelet there. You could hang something from it if you wanted to. And then we got this page. This is another one from the kit, and I've turned these two images into pockets, little side pockets, and then I've just put a quote in here from Albert Einstein. So in here there's just a couple of little elements that I thought went well. This little the Cool Club gentleman playing card I thought went really nicely. It's the only one I have, and then just some bank notes there. And then this is a little pocket as well, and it's just got one of the cards in there, journaling cards in there. Is it going to go in? There we go. They do fit in, it's just a little bit stiff at this angle. So that flips back over, and I've used some of the ledger to decorate that up. This opens up into another double page spread here, and this one's you get in the kit, and it has like stamps and images on it, so I went with that theme, and I just put airmail ticket there, and that's a pocket, so they do tuck in and out of there. That's just a vintage stamp. This little element I had in my stash, vintage element, and I made this one previously, and he just tucks in there nicely. And then we've got a big label up here that is also a pocket, and we've got a little envelope that I've made there that you could put some stamps or something in there. I just thought would go nice. So that then flips over, and then on this page, this is the back, as it were, of the actual outer piece that I used, although the flips go whichever way. So we've got a little decoration there, another little one of those cards in here, and then I've used another one of these tickets with the top hat, but I've left it open at the side here, and I've just made a little card about cameras in there. And that just tucks in, and that flips back. So that whole element will then flip back here, and when you flip it back over, you're back to the beginning. So yeah, so that's the little folio that I've made. It's going to be part of one of my DT projects, because I've used so much of the elements of the good old Gents kit from Little Joys of Bujo, but there are other elements in it. Obviously the Tim Holtz, there's Tracy Fox labels, and everything. The only two things that I didn't use that I'd made were these two elements, but I don't know where they would actually go, because that's more like a journal topper, and obviously I've got a different top here, and this I just thought might be a bit too big to hang from it, so I didn't put those in there. But yeah, this is my little DT project, my Grungy Gentleman Folio Flipout. That's a mouthful. So I hope you like it. I had real fun doing it. It put me out of my comfort zone in doing this sort of thing, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and will definitely want to do something like this again in the future. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, subscribing to my channel, and do give me a thumbs up if you like this, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care everyone. Bye.